Let's talk about the elephant in the room, COVID, and how horrendous COVID has been, not just on the casualties to date, but on medical practice and hospital physicians and burnout. By no means are physicians the only providers that have been struggling with burnout already. The triple aim became the quadruple aim before COVID, and unfortunately, it just got worse. The opportunity has gotten bigger, I should say. We can and should treat providers better, and there's a big untapped way to do that, and that is empowering providers and hospital physicians specifically with data. Now, so often data and technology have been at least perceived to work against physicians, and that oftentimes data assets are leveraged first for billing, administration, and reporting before they're ever used to empower better care. That doesn't have to be the case, and indeed, a lot of the hard work is already behind us as far as first having access to the data, making sure that it's properly structured, and can be given to physicians as an end audience and a primary audience even to improve care. Now, the details matter, and so often data plays, including within clinical variation reduction, have failed because the data has not been credible, timely, or has been perceived to be on the wrong side of the physician's interest. This, I think, is an understandable misunderstanding. If we do get the data to physicians in a way that is timely, if it is credible, and if it is on their side first, then it is a powerful asset not just to improve their practice, but it's moreover powerful to be able to make medicine a happier business for them in the first place. I spent years in biotech consulting, interviewing physicians. I've spoken with thousands of physicians about nuanced clinical trial data for this or that. They love data. They're highly curious about it, and they want to understand it inside and out so they can be the best doctor they can. How much truer is that about data about their own practice, and particularly data about their practice in context of peers that they know and trust? This can and should happen. We should not take failures of data plays in the past and kill the exercise just because physician burnout has gotten worse. Quite the opposite. We should invest more in improving data capabilities for non-administrative physicians as the primary user. That's why Agathos is here, to democratize data about their own practice, to ultimately inspire them to not just self-correct obvious opportunities, but to trade notes on what the best physicians in their group are doing so that they all can work better as a medical team. That can and should happen. It is far from being tolerable for physicians, it's a satisfier. We've seen it across all of our partners. Over 80% monthly active usership on a discretionary use application that is in their hands and not mandatory, not part of their workflows. They want to have this data. So if for whatever reason you're not able to get data that physicians trust, engage with, and that improves their practice today, then there's a lot of opportunity for us to talk, or at least to ask them what data would convince them to engage and improve.